Okay, so I know you guys have kind of already learned about rotation and revolution again, so we're going to kind of just do a little bit of review again. It's always good to go back and review because this will also be on your test at the end of your unit. So I'm sure you guys already did the bell ringer, but I want you guys to talk in your table groups about that difference between rotation and revolution. And do you want to go maybe with another group so you have to talk to? Over here. Okay, can we have someone from this table talk about what you said rotation is in your own words? Yes, what? Okay, let's be quiet when someone's talking. Spinning on its axis. And how about this table? Why don't you talk about what revolution is?
It's 365 days, or 1 part.
Okay. And what else do we know about revolution? What is it doing? Can you guys think? What is revolution doing when is it going on its axis? And what else is it doing when it's revolving? Do you guys know? Can this group help out? What is the revolution doing? Yes, exactly. Revolution is when the Earth is going around the sun. Okay, so when we think about the Earth, what direction, touch your table, what direction does the Earth rotate? Can someone from this table say what? Counterclockwise. Okay, now I want you guys to talk. Why does it go counterclockwise? What is the reason? What does it correlate with the sun? Why it goes counterclockwise? Talk to your table. Can someone raise their hand and tell why the Earth goes in a counterclockwise direction? In this table over here, do you guys know why the Earth rotates in a counterclockwise direction? Not for sure. Can this table help out? Do you guys know why it goes in a counterclockwise direction? Think about what the sun does. What do we know about the sun? Yes.
The sun also rotates counterclockwise, so then that makes the entire star.
Not quite. Okay, so when we think about the sun, so when we think about the sun, we know that it's going to rise in the, raise your hand if you know what sun rises in. It rises in the east, and then so what does the sun, where does the sun set in?
West.
The west. Okay, so that is why when the Earth is going in a counterclockwise direction, it is going in the eastward direction. So it is moving this direction. So if you think about a hand, we know that a clock goes off to the right, correct? So counterclockwise would be going to the left. So with the Earth, it goes in the eastward direction, and that's what causes the sun to rise in the east and set in the west. Okay, so can I have someone volunteer to hold this tennis ball? I just want to see it right here. Okay, so this tennis ball will just we'll pretend that it represents the sun. Okay, so I kind of marked a little spot where we are in Nebraska in North America. So if I am facing this direction and the sun is right there, what can we know about rotation? What time of day would we be in with rotation? Yes. Daytime, because we're directly facing the sun, correct? Okay, so now we know that the Earth is rotating in a what direction? Counterclockwise. So while it's rotating around, now what do we know? Where would Nebraska be right now at the time of day?
The other side.
It would be what? Nighttime, because we are facing away from the sun. It's really important that remember that rotation causes day and night. So I want you to talk to your partners. What do you think would happen if we weren't rotating? If the Earth wasn't rotating?
If that happens, it's so crazy.
Okay, can someone share what would happen if we didn't rotate? exactly. Did you guys hear what she said? She said that if we never rotated, then one side of the Earth would be completely dark all the time, and one side of the other side of the Earth would be completely in the sun. So I want you to really think about that. How would that affect, like, not only us, but also could affect plants and animals? And so I just want to keep that thought in your head, like how it would really affect us if the Earth wasn't rotating on its axis. Okay, so now we know that it's rotating on its axis. What do we can see about the axis? What is it doing? What does the axis look like? It's tilted, and it's tilted at a 23.5-degree angle. Talk to your table about why that tilt is really important on Earth. I know it's time, but once we're going Okay, can you share out what you said, why the tilt is so important on Earth? Okay, when someone's talking, we gotta be quiet. Okay? Did you hear what she said? Can you repeat it? What is so important about the tilt of the Earth? We wouldn't have seasons. Yes, exactly. If the tilt wasn't happening, then only one hemisphere. Exactly. So if it was straight up like this, all the sun would just be hitting the equator, and not different parts of the hemisphere would be getting the sun that they need in order to cause the seasons. And we have a different volunteer. Come on. Okay, so now say for example, we were facing the sun. What part of the hemisphere is this? Is it north or south? North. Okay, so the north is facing the sun in this direction. All the rays are hitting the north. So what could we assume would be the season of the northern hemisphere? Summer, exactly. But then if I was rotating and revolving like the sun does, and now what are we noticing? What part of the hemisphere is facing the sun now? Say that. Say now what part of the hemisphere is getting the direct sun? The south hemisphere, exactly. So it's so important to remember that with the rotation and the revolution of the Earth, it's going to cause day and night, and it's going to cause the seasons as well. Okay? Okay, so now that we have a good idea about that, we're going to be creating our own little models of the Earth and the sun, and just applying what we know about rotation and revolution to create this little model. So before we begin, I'm going to be handing you guys directions, and I want you to follow the directions step in order from step 1 through 9. So it's important that once you get to 9 that you stop. So I know once you guys get to 9, put your pencils down, put your models down, so we can move on and then complete that last step, okay? I'm going to hand out about 2 sheets to each group. See, then that would mess up the whole, like, sun, because the sun is like right between these and sun in the west, the sun would be all messed up. Rotation and passing the current. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a sheet. And it's really important while we're working in our groups that everyone is participating. And we're also making sure that we're taking turns when we are doing the rotation and revolution. I'm just gonna, can you share this with her? Okay, that's good. Actually, can you guys share? Sorry. Do you want to sit right here so you can see the directions? Sure. Okay, so I'm going to let one person from each group to come up and grab, hold on, wait for the directions. I want one person from each group to come up in a line, grab 2 styrofoam balls, and you'll know why on the directions, 2 toothpicks, and then any markers that you want to represent the sun and the earth, okay, because you'll be coloring those models. Okay, so one person walk up from each group. then you can always come up and grab it.
And you watch it.
Okay, so once you and your group have your models, you may begin working. You want to go over here so you can work with Okay, so if you're making an axis with maybe someone else can do it working with the sign. And then you guys can be working on that.
Where's mine?
What? Do you need a sheet? Did you not get a sheet? Okay, go.
You need red. Red.
Struggles for real. If you want, you can just write with
What?
them.
No, but I want some of the sun to be red. Look, my earth is tilted.
Okay, and the coloring, I guess. It's really hard.
Make a spot on the side of the clothes to represent Susie. What?
And you can just connect the other one.
Dawn, I'm very Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. So writing color on your
As the lamp is the
ah.
just I'm into the water. Okay, I got my.
It's too much. Sorry. Don't write them wrong. It says draw an imaginary line.
Yeah.
Yellow.
So yours
Oh,
is
I thought
fine.
you
You
were
learn
on
yours. Yeah.
I'm gonna do like
Looks like yellow, correct?
Good job.
I made signs. Last week.
Oh my god.
Wow, you guys actually have
We have regular blue.
Okay, so what do you want next step? You guys are almost done. Oh, you haven't done it yet? That represents what? Oh my gosh, yes, yeah, you didn't see. Okay, next step.
That was an example. Why did you write sun and earth?
Look at Earth is good too. We should probably move on to the next step. Okay. Okay, so now it says seconds are
What's up with this tooth? Oh,
Represent the sun, all of this yellow.
Make sure it's
sorry.
Use the second.
Okay, now make sure everyone's in there.
I did one.
Whoa! Okay, so make sure
Practice.
Lucas, you do it. You do the sun.
Show the earth.
so bad.
Lucas, you do the sun.
Check it, just dip this in.
What direction were you going in? No. You guys want to go to the next step? Okay, so we're in this one. So if you stop right here, what direction are you going? That would be
Here, let's say.
if your location's right here and the sun's right here, you would be watching. If you're like right here, what do you think? What about the sun's coming out?